Hey there, it's January 6th on a Sunday evening. I feel like I've got so much to share tonight, but I'll try and keep it as brief as possible. One of the things that's been on my mind a lot, especially as I'm getting ready to move into my 28th birthday in a couple weeks, I've just been thinking so much about recreating ourselves and giving ourselves permission to step into a new, more evolved, more powerful version of ourselves. And sometimes I feel like just in a day I learn so many things, or I have some transformational experiences that I go to bed a different person than I woke up that morning. And I kind of feel like our lives are a river, and every day we step into that river, and it's the same exact river, but it's a completely different river. It's impossible to step into the same river twice because it's always changing, it's always shifting. And I think that it's important for us to allow life to flow through us the same way that a river just flows through. And the more stories we have around who we are and what we aren't, the more that we actually create barriers for ourselves around our own growth and our own evolution, our own expansion. And the same with the way that we interact with other people. When we see other people as oh, that person is that way and this person is this way, then we create barriers for them to be able to continue to grow and evolve, because by constantly seeing a person the same way and reinforcing that story, we reinforce it to them as well. And so one of the things that I've been doing for myself and for the people that are around me is I've been doing my best to just see them. Not with judgment, not with assumptions, not with prejudgments, but just to receive the energy that they're emitting and to take it as authentic, and to believe that we're all in a space of a beautiful expansion. And an example of that is my beautiful and beloved lover, Jess, has totally been going through some amazing transformation recently. And one of the things that she came across was this article called The Awakening Woman by Jessica Barr, Bahr. And if you just Google The Awakening Woman, it'll come right up. And it's just a 2-page little article that is this woman Jessica's announcement, or proclamation I should say, around what it means to be a quote-unquote awakening woman from her perspective. And as Jess shared with me this article, I was really inspired, and I was mostly inspired by how inspired she was by it. And I've been, we share a lot of space, and we're in a constant conversation about life and personal growth and personal evolution. And this article has a bunch of different sections on different topics that are very, very intimate and important and sensitive and critical components of a woman's experience. And it's been so powerful to see just yet again how we as individuals can transform and evolve constantly. And it's been so fun to watch Jess as she has taken this article really seriously and embodied and in a conversation to strive to embody the various different tenets that are represented in the Awakening Woman. And the way that I am showing up to serve her is to constantly see her exactly the way that she is establishing herself to be seen, and not to be like, oh yeah, but that's not what you said last week, or remember last month when you did the other thing, or remember last month when I did that other thing, or whatever that past conversation was. We just gotta let that go and just step into this current of life that is taking us in an ever expanding, ever more beautiful, ever more rich, ever more intimate, ever deeper space. And so I wanted to share this tonight, just in case that strikes home for you, or for someone that you know, that one of the best things that we can do for our own and for others' personal growth is to allow ourselves to continually recalibrate our own self-perception and give ourselves permission to recreate who we are, to have a rebirth every day. And that's totally okay, to trust that rebirth in ourselves and the people that we love. And the other thing that I just wanted to share was that if you are a woman that is going through a transformational experience, or if there's a woman in your life who you know is on that path towards her own personal excellence, then I really recommend this article, "The Awakening Woman" by Jessica Barr. And it's been fun as Jess has been. She made a commitment to read this every day for 30 days, and that seems to be like a pretty fantastic commitment that somebody could make around this, to allow, and whether it's this or whether it's something else, if there's something out there that's really profound, that really inspires you towards excellence, and you can commit to constantly stepping into that space, what we're doing is we're creating new ruts, because it's really easy to have ruts in our road, ways of being which we constantly fall back into. The tire gets up on the flat part of the road, but then after a little bit it falls back in the rut. And so it's really easy to have these ruts, and we can go through a workshop or we can read a book and be like, oh, I'm out of that rut and I'm all super me and everything like that. But then before we know it, we fall back in. So in order to mitigate against those ruts in our lives, we have to proactively and deliberately create new ruts and know that things take process, and it takes a while for us to assimilate a new collection of behaviors and for our neural networks to connect themselves in new and innovative and progressive ways. And so to respect and honor that process, doing something like reading a transformational article every single day to allow it to deepen, and then deepen further, and then deepen further. And then what happens is we've created these new ruts that are profound, and that now the tires of our vehicle can fall back into these places, these ruts that we've created on purpose for ourselves. So that's my share for tonight. I hope that this video finds you full of love, full of excitement about life, full of creativity and expression, curiosity, and the things that are in your space are things that you've called in, and that you're using all the ingredients that the universe has given you to create your expression in life. So much love, mwah, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.